நீங்க ஃபைனல் இயர் ஸ்டூடெண்டா? மீடியா தான் உங்க ட்ரீமா? அப்ப இன்னைக்கே பாண்டே ஸ்கூல் ஆஃப் ஜெர்னலிசத்தின் இன்டென்சிவ் 1 வீக் ப்ரோக்ராம்க்கு உங்க சீட்டை ரிசர்வ் பண்ணுங்க. ஹேண்ட்ஸ் ஆன் ட்ரைனிங்க ஜாம்போ ஆங்கிள்ட்ட இருந்து கத்துக்கோங்க. இதை பத்தி தெரிஞ்சுக்க உடனே வாட்ஸ்அப் பண்ணுங்க 7338824242.
Patriotism and nationalism is something that has to be instilled in young adults and youths for it to grow and nurture in future. So, for the age group of 18 to 25, to instill or like strengthen the nationalism and patriotism, can there be some compulsory or at least like service in the armed forces or the parliament or any associated groups for instilling patriotism?
I think you have a point. Actually, that has been a school of thought for many years. That suggestion has been coming time and again. Many of the countries have successfully followed it. In fact, UK has followed it over the years. Many of the prime ministers that you see have had a stint in the army, including Winston Churchill. So that certainly gives them not only a sense of patriotism but also a sense of discipline and a commitment. In India, I believe the NCC concept was also inspired by the same thought. But let's see as the years go by. But several of these schemes actually have been designed to kind of emulate this model, though not making it compulsory, because in a democratic setup sometimes it creates a lot of issues also. But yes, this is an opinion which is persisting for quite a few times.
Thank you, sir.
It is not exactly so. You're right. It is a middle way adopting that. So, as a youngster, you have the option to go in there, then come out, then you can start something on your own. For which the government gives you support. If you choose to carry on, and if you qualify to carry on, you will stay there as a permanent member of the force. So, this scheme already, it is being rightly said, has actually emulated that model. Though at the same time not made it mandatory for every youngster to go. Maybe keeping in mind the constraints of a democratic setup.
Hello sir, my name is Vinti. So in this world of pressures and demands, it obliges us to self-prioritize and prioritize our needs before others. So how do you think we can strike a balance between self-interest and selfless service towards people?
I like what you said very nicely, you put it very intelligently. Actually, more important is to understand oneself. As the greatest corruption of the mind is done by the parents. The moment the child is out of class 12, they start talking of different coaching centers. And they start making you run here and there. So the child doesn't even get time to realize what is her or his inherent potential or inherent aptitude. That is why I have started on a new experiment. At least in the college I want to go down to the school level of mentorship. Let these certain teachers in the college adopt students and be their mentors. Mentors in the sense in the ancient times, like the Guru Parva. So they can identify the inherent traits of the child. Sometimes the parents overestimate, sometimes they underestimate. So both ways they do injustice to the child. I was once telling that many parents would think that the child is going to be an Einstein, but he was not meant for that. He can be a very good entrepreneur. So he goes neither here nor there. So I agree with you. And more important is that we try to actually self-introspect. Nobody can do that better than you can do yourself. Unaffected by your parents, by elders who may have biases which might be in favor of you otherwise, but which could be coming from a conditioned mind. Like this government job is also part of a legacy, because for 1.5 centuries we were in a colonial rule. We were a feudal society. Our parents saw, they were made to bow down before the collector. I asked one of the boys, his father incidentally was a police inspector, he became IAS. He was a good man. Sardar, the boy from Punjab. Because I interact with these children every new batch. The first 20 I look after the week and he said, learning. So he said, my father was an inspector. The message would come, the collector has called you, and the whole house would go into an earthquake. He would look for bed, my mother would look for uniform. So we are conditioned by that. So that's why the parents are also saying that. But you have grown in a different era. As I said, I passed out from the same university 10 years before this college was born, but that time it was Madras, now it is Chennai. So many of us think from the Madras prism. You have to think in your own way because the entire scenario is different.
And apart from parents, the peer group and the social media is also putting a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that's why I said it's important for a child to be more into oneself. And for that, to guide, you need to have mentors who actually are sensible enough, at the same time sincere enough, objective. Which would be in a way, replicating the old model that we have in the Gurukuls. I have started that. We have made those colleges star colleges. Someday I think we will improve this college. We are providing it through the Department of Science and Technology, DST.
Very happily, sir. So, many people don't have awareness about the Atmanirbhar Bharat schemes and programs. So, what can we do as young educated Indians to support the underprivileged communities and help them know about the schemes of Atmanirbhar Bharat?
It's not difficult to know. Most of this is available on the website. But what is a matter of pride is that we are now not only Atmanirbhar, in many sectors we are providers to the other countries. Like for example, the first ever DNA vaccine for COVID was produced here. Because every other country was looking up to us with caution. They thought India will spoil the show. But the vaccine came from here and went to the other countries. Our manpower, our human resource is getting exported. The other day, I was in Washington, the US Chamber of Commerce arranged a meeting with the Google group. I was amazed, the entire table was full of Indian boys and girls. All of them speaking in different Indian accents, some speaking in Tamil accent, some speaking in Punjabi accent, some speaking in Bihari, and then camouflaging it by trying to American accent, as they do in there. But all of them are Indians. It was amazing. So we have a human resource. So I think we are already way ahead, and our young talent is amazing.
Why in 10 years' time, instead of immigration, there will be invitation of Indians to go out and work there?
No, it's already happening. It is already happening because they are preferring. In the city of Berlin, there were 12 Indian restaurants. It's a small city, the population. So I asked one of the Indian boys, he's from Karnataka, well, restaurant, he said, all of them doing very well. So I said, do you have so many of Indian population over there? He said, no sir. I mean, there's not much to learn from these yourselves. No sir, if we had to divide our Indian population, how would we survive? We have created that taste in the locals. So they come looking for idli and chola bhatura. Here at least it is different. In Madras you will have idli and dosa, you will not have chola bhatura or parantha. And in Punjab you will have that and not this. There they cultivate it. The boys are so fast. They have changed. And when I was seeing this and somebody was recording, and then I said, okay, so you have changed their taste, and some newspaper reported that. The minister said that our boys have changed the taste of the European. So there is a lot of entrepreneurship along with innovation. The only thing is that we are not allowing it to grow. And this new education policy, which is known as NEP 2020, National Education, also is the same direction. One of the, incidentally there is no chapter in the book on that. I wish one could do that also. It is also because we had linked everything with the degree. As a result of which India became a country of educated unemployed. You pass out from Vaishnav College and then do what? You always keep saying my college was Vaishnav. My cousin, we made the college just to take satisfaction, but you are jobless. So now that is not happening. If you can leave the college in class 11, go and try something. After 2 years you realize, no, it's not my cup of tea, you come back, start continuing. In my generation, there was a phrase called dropout. Many of contemporaries here, they left education halfway mostly for financial reasons. So when we would introduce each other, he would say, I'm matric pass, the other one would say, I'm 11th dropout. Out of embarrassment, not to say that I left education, he would say, I'm dropped. So I was telling somewhere, I think one of the colleges, Delhi University, I I said, now this phrase will no longer be used with the new education policy.
Good morning, sir. My name is Akanksha. And my question was, what do you think are the main challenges India faces as a country today? And we as young citizens, how can we come up with solutions to these challenges?
I think the challenge, of course, is not a challenge as such, which is also a blessing. Our challenges are our assets, actually. We have a huge population. I was telling other day, there was a global summit before I came to Madras. I told them, you always say 70% population below age of 40. True. But you don't understand that 70% is below 40, but the old days are not refusing to quit. They are not. So actually it is a biphasic thing. In 1947, when India gained freedom, our lifespan was just about 50 years, 55 years. People hardly had the opportunity to get a farewell party or retirement. Now, lifespan has gone to 65, 70, going on increasing. So we have low percentage, maybe more of the youngsters, but the elders, the absolute number is increasing. So this is actually can be used as an asset, both the young and the old. And this actually has now started being used in that way. Gradually, because we are learning how to put this challenge of population also into a positive use, which is happening through the startup groups. The startup movement, we have, now again, startup is not only for the youngsters. I arranged a small event of startups above the age of 60. Startup means you are starting up your venture, you are not starting your age. That is also, so startup somehow is a new concept to India, so it gets confused at two levels. A, we think it's only for the youth. B, we think it's only for IT and electronics. It's not so. So at your challenge of diversity is itself your asset. See, you have a whole lot of bamboo. You know, the agarbatti. What do you say? Udbatti, yeah. You have a business of 5,000 to 6,000 crore per year in Udbatti alone. But what is happening? All of it coming from Korea, Vietnam, and China. Because you are not using your bamboo, and you have a huge reserve of bamboo. This government has done that also. The Indian Forest Act, which was formulated in 1980, 100 years ago, has been amended very recently, about 4 years back. And this bamboo has been exempted from the forest clearance. The homegrown bamboo. We have homegrown bamboo in 20. Maybe here also towards the hills. But in northeast it is 20. So we were not actually using our resources. Our minds got fixed with this government job, government knowledge. We didn't look hither. And the same resources were being put to use by the other countries. So I think our challenge itself is our asset.
Thank you, sir.
Happy day, sir. So my question is in context of aspiring women athletes, how do you encourage and support them, which would translate into greater representation of them in sports?
I think this government, as Annamalai mentioned, PV Sandhu's write-up, has done tremendous to encourage sports. And now, it was, the entire definition has changed. Earlier on, parents scolded their children if they spent time in playing. Now, parents are coming and asking for the children to be, admitted into sports academies because it's become a profession. And the Indian boys and girls are excelling. So, it is happening on its own because we have, again, same thing as I was saying in response to the earlier question, we had that potential, we did not institutionalize it. For example, I was in charge of Northeast for 7 years. Most of the Olympic medals come from Northeast athletes. And these are amazing young girls and boys who don't have a coaching center. They didn't have a gym. They were just, practicing jumping from the rooftop down. Sometimes hitting their heads and they went and, got medals in the Olympics. So the talent is already there. We were not institutionalizing it. So again, credit goes to Prime Minister Modi. He has institutionalized the area of sports. As a result of which now it's also becoming a profession. And parents are encouraging them because they think, okay, someday he might become a sportsman and make commercial benefits of it.
Thank you, sir.
Nobody from behind got the opportunity. Anybody, because behind the camera they were left